Hi everyone, Barbara Gail from the Rhythm Inlet here. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love to write, but I also love to talk. If you know me, you know that. And we have updates for all of our followers out there, whether in YouTube land or in mailing list land, and just our weekly students land. And I'll get to each one of these groups individually, but also collectively. I think there are messages for each of those groups in all of this. So hopefully I'll be able to keep this short. So without further ado, please know that we hope that you and your family, your loved ones, your friends are all healthy, that you're okay, that you have what you need and are able to find ways to cope and adjust and navigate this storm that we all find ourselves in, including us. Been a huge adjustment. And we feel that we are truly blessed. We have a lot to be grateful for, Jeff and I. That is what keeps us going in serving, because we wish to help in any way that we can. And we believe that when times are good, make music and dance. When times are not so good, make music and dance. So this is why we are here, because of you. So please keep all of the love coming in any way, shape, or form. This is an energy exchange, whether it's financially or with love notes, with comments, calls, texts, emails, just showing up is what keeps us going. So thank you, truly. All right, so let me address my YouTube subscribers, let me address the mailing list folks and the students, ukulele and djembe. All right, where to begin? YouTube folks, yes, I really appreciate the response that I had to my new playlist and video series that I announced a week ago. Shelter in Peace through the drum, the song, the dance. I was truly inspired and felt that this is, as a creative spirit, my way of sharing creative ways that we can cope, that we can move into present time and through it, one step at a time, one day at a time. And I sent out an introduction and was really blown away by the response. It's been wonderful, thank you. And I'm sorry I left you hanging. I found my own boat being rocked this week and have been finding my way back somehow to my own shelter in peace so that I can regroup and recenter and pick up where I left off. I will be back ASAP, I promise, because I am truly inspired. And I needed a pivot in my direction anyway on my YouTube channel, and was seeking that, and that's what came. And I just need to take care of some things in my own personal and professional life in order to be able to create space to return. So thank you so much for your patience. We'll be together again soon. To the mailing list folks, okay, we were and continue to be so happy to share our classes online with you at no charge. And those of you who have been able to send in donations and your monthly membership, wow, thank you so much. We know that not everyone is able to do so. And so that's why we continue to make the classes available live and in the replays by sending the links to our mailing list. So we have been told for decades that we needed to be teaching online by our students. You guys are the best, you should be teaching online. And we said, no, we prefer face-to-face. We prefer people in the room. I, for one, need a big audience, okay? I need a big audience. And I do better. The more the merrier. So we just didn't really want to be sitting there talking in front of a camera. In fact, I can't tell you how many do-overs just this one video is taking, because I'm a perfectionist and easily distracted, and tangents come my way. So we saw this as a need and took it upon ourselves to step up to the plate, learn how to do online classes on Zoom. Zoom, of course, keeps readjusting because they went from like 1 million to like a gazillion people using Zoom. Everyone from yoga teachers to birthday parties to happy hours are happening on Zoom. And so they keep offering features and then taking features away. Whatever, it's been a learning curve for us, and it's had its challenges. We did sign up for a subscription. And the leap from the subscription that we pay for to an upgrade is a huge financial leap for us. And it turns out that the subscription we have only offers us 1 gigabyte of storage space for recordings and replays. That is the equivalent of 2 classes, because our classes 6 times a week are 90 minutes long. There's only one class that's 60 minutes. So this is why recently, as we were getting bombarded by Zoom in emails saying, you are beyond capacity and we're being generous right now, but we don't know how much longer we can be to allow this, so you need to clean it up. And that's why we had to start deleting, and that's why we announced, okay, you got a week, and in some cases less than a week, to watch the replay. It's still a problem, and we are still beyond capacity. And so as we strategize for our next move, we suggest that if you are unable to join us in the live class, and we understand some of you are unable to, bless the healthcare workers who are working overtime right now and other essential businesses. We are grateful for you, and we acknowledge the impact on your lives. And as you need these services from people like us, you may not have time to join us live and need the replay. We may need to only provide the replays for 48 hours. So if you are unable to join live and unable to watch the replay within 48 hours, you have the option of downloading the replay. Warning, Will Robinson, they are huge files, okay? So you may not have the storage space on your device or in the cloud. Check it out first to be sure that you do. But if that's an option for you, you are welcome to do that, okay? So keep in mind that this may be effective immediately. So as soon as your class replay is announced, do what you need to do to get there, okay? The links for your classes will also be in our newsletters, as well as the replays. So keep opening the newsletters as soon as you get them. We appreciate that. I think I covered that part, and now to my beginner djembe students. Wow, all right. I thought about doing your own video because this was a lot, but I think it's also helpful for everyone to hear this. If you've stayed this long, thank you. Please give us a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to this channel, whether you're watching on the Rhythm Inlet's YouTube channel that had been sitting there asleep for 8 years, and now has been reawoken for these videos. Subscribe, like, or if you're on the Barbara Gail channel, and comment. We would love to tell you that doing any and all of those things helps the algorithm for our channels to get out there to more people. And that's an energy exchange that we would very much appreciate at this time. So this message continues for all of you, but especially my beginner djembe students. They started with me 7 weeks ago, and I don't think that we ever had all 12 or 13 of us in the room together at once. There was always absenteeism, and then there was this staying at home routine. And so I was really happy to share the class on Zoom, although my students paid a lot for my class. I'm grateful that you all did. Your hard-earned cash. I don't come cheap, and to come out of the woodwork for the first time after 3 years, I charged my optimum price, and you stepped forward and gave it to me. Wow. So I don't take that lightly, and I've been really happy to see friends in the live classes who were just joining us for their own drumming pleasure and own rhythm therapy, and unable to do any other kind of energy exchange other than being there and sending love. And some of you watching the replays, I may not have even known that you were there, and I appreciate that you did that, and I hope that you enjoyed drumming with us. So this past Wednesday night's class on April 8th did not get recorded. We truly apologize, and if you had seen the looks on our faces when we discovered that after ending the session, we were completely traumatized. And I think, being two very competent people who have stepped up to the plate to take on all of this online stuff in the best way we can, that particular class continues to be challenged because it's a much bigger production than other classes that Jeff is doing. He's done such a great job with my classes and being the cameraman, etc. But it really does take a lot more, and technically speaking, and that particular class was delayed in getting started because things that had worked already that day for Jeff's 2 classes on Wednesday suddenly did not work when I went to start my class. And being flustered and anxious to get started, we didn't notice that the class was not recording until it was all done. And we both went home in a state of shock late at night. I woke up the next morning realizing, oh, well, I have a YouTube channel. I can just do a do-over from home and cover all of that material and put it on my YouTube channel. And I attempted to do that the next day. It took me 3.5 hours to get that home studio set up and have all my material with me that I don't normally have at home. And I was 30 minutes into the recording on my iPad when suddenly the recording stopped. My iPad was out of storage. Now I know why Verizon sold it to me so cheap to begin with last year. So, regrouping again, and here's my conclusion. Because my students paid a lot for the class, and I'm putting a lot into making that material available to them as a replay, because it was a lot of information, and I want them to be able to study with it, and I want those of you who are unable to join us live to be able to have access to it. It's necessary for next week, which is our last class of the 8-week series. So I've decided that when I create this video and put it on my YouTube channel, which I already have a YouTube channel, I've never made a video private, but I understand you can do that. So I'm going to try to make the link to that private only for my paying students. We've loved having the rest of you there, but this time it's just going to be my students and I having access to that YouTube video, and I'll leave it there as long as we need to. And I hope that plan works. As far as this upcoming class, our last one, I will do that on Zoom, and we will record it. And just like the other classes, it may only be available for 48 hours. So get to it if you can. And that one I'm only going to make available to my current students. We need our own circle of people. In our last class, our final party, to just be our own little reunion. So thank you for understanding. And again, thank you to all of you who have been joining us up until this time. So I look forward to seeing my students. Hopefully all of you can join us in our last class. It would be great to see your smiling faces there. I think I covered it all. I'm sorry this is longer than I expected it to be. Wow. May you everything. May you everything. Take good care. We're here for you. And we are doing our best to be here for each other. We're in this boat together, and Jeff and I are not immune to the virus. No one is. We are not immune to the adjustments and adaptations, and are doing our best to step up to the plate, even though I tell you, sometimes I would much rather not step up to the plate, but rather pick up the plate and throw it on the goddamn kitchen tile floor, because that would be really satisfying. We're doing our best to be here for each other. We look forward to feeling a sense of connection and connectivity with all of you in any way that you can offer. That's why we're here. Breathe. I thank my teachers, teachers before them, and so on. One drum, one dance, one song, one strum, one breath. Thank you for coming. One love. Till next time.